Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of Ghana Premier League Plus. Maba, I've come, I've came, and I've conquered. Yes, it is I, John Fu. I'm back again. Yeah, I know you missed me. Muffin. Against Mohammed was saying, so right now that's his new nickname. In front of Augustine, the boss. But yes, I'm back with another episode of the Spotlight. Today we'll be talking about the boy from Nima who is now in West London. That is our very own star boy, Mohammed Kudus. Mo Kudus. Yes, he's on our Spotlight. He's on the menu today. We are going to serve you with a lot of details. But before we get into that, please remember to subscribe first, like, then you share it to your friends. Mr. Big shout out to Mr. Zeus. Yeah, I think he's from the US. Yeah, it's from the US. One of our ardent followers. Please shout out to you. More. We want more. See, we cannot do this without people. Without people, we are nothing. So now let's get into the details. Now, this week has been a very interesting week for most Ghanaians. We know what has happened. Mohammed Kudus yesterday officially signed for Tottenham Hotspur. 55 million euros. Charlie now. Then as I see the deal now, my get bro. Where I text your man, my boss say no, we for do something about your man. And it has been building up, and Kudus himself came out to say he only wanted Tottenham Hotspur. And I think this is a step in the right direction for him. Now you look at where Kudus has come from, the boy from Nima. And to me, when I saw this, I was like, guys, anything you want to do in life, see, grind, you can do it. See, you obey to me here. Just put your mind towards it. You can do it. You can do it. And Kudus, who thought Kudus from Nima? Hey, Charlie, Kudus right now is in West London, the star boy for West London. Forget everybody. Forget Saka. Forget OBR. He's now the main man over there. And the hype around Kudus itself is just mind busting. Stone boy cry a tracker, man. Hey boy, Stone boy. OBR recently Okofele O2 Indigo. It's easy. So Charlie, I just like the hype, the vibe around Mohammed Kudus, and I think the deal is worth his price, and he deserves that money. And you look at it from a West Ham point of view, they themselves would like the money because they are going to use that money to really invest. Charlie, 55 million, it no be easy for a club like West Ham there, Charlie. Then go take the money, then go move on. But I would like to start from Kudus, where Kudus has been from. Not London, from North London, rather. So he has moved from West London to North London right now, and right now he's the biggest player over there. If you like, bring your player, bring Saka, or bring Mohammed Kudus. So right now, Tottenham and Arsenal can go head to head in North London. But you look at where Kudus has been from Nima, then he went Right to Dream. Then from Right to Dream, performed really well. One of his managers, Masoud Didi Draman, coached him, and now went to Noordland. From Noordland over there, then he went to Ajax. Over there, then he was just magnificent over there, playing in the Champions League, scoring. You remember that his goal against Liverpool in the Champions League final? That goal, they mind busting me. Champions League, in the Champions League group stages when Ajax met Liverpool. So he was not as if he now came to West Ham and he was performing. We already knew Mohammed Kudus before coming to the Premier League because on the big night he was performing. And you remember his last game for Ajax, he scored a hat-trick. Me, that one, I don't know, somebody in Goat's way do so. Me there, my goat Mohammed Kudus, Charlie, in last game he scored a give hat-trick where he left. So at Ajax, he was really performing. Now for someone who played 89 games, scored 30 goals and gave 10 assists, 40 goal contributions throughout over 80 games. And that was perfect. Won the Eredivisie 2 times with Ajax and was a constant threat in the Dutch league. And no one will forget him. One of the best talents to have emerged from the Dutch league itself. Now he comes into the Premier League. His first season, bosses it. One of the best players over there. And to West Ham, one of the high-profile players they've had to me since they had Dimitri Payet. A lot of you remember that player. Skillful, lightning pace, was very exciting to watch. And I think the next player close to him was Mohammed Kudus when he came into this West Ham team. Led them to the quarterfinals of the Europa League and won the goal of the season. You remember that goal against Frankfurt where he took that goal at the car and then that goal they give me goosebumps. So that goal, oh God. Oh my, Ankara Kudus. Kudus ni mobo. Akolanu ni mobo. See, and that season, he get the most successful dribbles for Europe inside. Nobody. Then your man need a bed. Sa kola no na mfrɛ no Lamine Yamal. Now ada. Now Kudus shiny. Now Bobo. And in the ball that season, his goal was nominated for the Puskas, but he placed fourth in the ranking. So it shows you how well he performed at West Ham. And I just like the environment. And a lot of people might complain, but kudos to David Moyes. And you see, sometimes football, I've always said it here, football and one coaching. Football and one coaching. If you are able to coach your players well, these are the results they'll give to you. And I thank David Moyes for coaching Kudus to the level he has been. MC, hey, first impressions. Someone told me first impressions. I was arguing with the person. Hey, first impressions. Hey, first impressions. Hey, rough. The boss are cast and me feel. I'm catching them as I was me feel. Hey, his first impression in the Premier League, big teams were coming for him, but he decided to wait, and now he has made the right decision for himself. And that first season, stellar first season he had at West Ham is what has propelled him, and is what teams are standing on to buy Mohammed Kudus. So I think his season at West Ham was really magnificent. Now 65 EPL games, he scored 13 goals and 12 assists. And you remember the goal against Manchester United. Wonderful. He has teams, big teams, he continues to perform. And even when he does not perform, there was one game against Chelsea. They beat Chelsea by 5-0, but the best player on the pitch was Mohammed. Chelsea beat West Ham rather by 5-0, but the best player on the pitch was Mo Kudus, a rating of 7.9. So it shows you that sometimes when West Ham themselves are not up to form, he is the man who is able to bring them to that pedigree, that maybe Manchester City, Liverpool pedigree. So I think Mohammed Kudus arguably was the best player in West Ham at that time. Now his big move to Tottenham Hotspur, fine. Thomas Frank, and one thing you have to notice is for a coach to want a player is very important. And Thomas Frank, from the reports we are gathering, he wanted Mohammed Kudus. The Mohammed Kudus they went. Now he has gone there. I'm hoping that Kudus will be able to excel. And one thing I'm very happy about is the type of manager Kudus is going to play under. The same thing, the way Thomas Frank is pragmatic was the same way David Moyes was pragmatic. And that's a system Kudus flourished in the move. So I'm just hoping that him going to Tottenham Hotspur, I'm just praying and hoping that he'll be able to excel. When African players have not been new to Thomas Frank, Johan Wissa has excelled under him, Brian Mbeumo, and a lot of players, and apart from Africans, Ivan Toney himself has also performed another. So I think in all, this move was a good move, and I'm just hoping that Kudus will be able to improve on his game. To me, he's a semi-finished product, and I just think this move and the coach he's going to be under will send him to be a finished product. Guys, that's my take on the Mohammed Kudus deal. Please remember to subscribe first, like, and then you share to your friends. This is Ghana Premier League Extra. My name is John Fu. Until then, you're out.